I didn't know any other mother with a special needs child, and I didn't know any other wife with a blind husband. I felt so alone in my journey. I didn't want to leave the house. I didn't want people to see my son like this. I didn't want them to see me be a mother like this. The role of motherhood changed for me. Like, it wasn't playful anymore, and it wasn't happy anymore. It was more of a role of keeping you alive. My name is Tessie Friedli. My husband Zach and I have been married for 16 years, and we are the parents of Dakota, Navy, and Trip. My husband Zach lost sight in one eye when he was 15, and then just 10 years later, shortly after we were married, he lost sight in his other eye.
You got a friend in me.
You got a friend in me.
Yeah.
Just 1 year later, our son Dakota had an accident that left him with a traumatic brain injury. I thought I was going to be a mother in all the ways that I had seen other mothers show up. I thought we would vacation. I thought we would spend time outdoors as a family. After Dakota's accident, I realized my role as a mother was never gonna be the same. I didn't know how to take care of a G-tube. I didn't know how to help a child whose brain is storming and they're crying and sweating, and like there's nothing I could do to comfort him. I guess I didn't feel like I was a good mom anymore because I watched other moms get to do normal things with their kids and see their kids respond to their love. And I didn't have that anymore. I didn't have a child that could respond to me. And I just felt like I wasn't, I don't know, I just felt like I was never gonna get to be the mother that I wanted to be. I remember wishing that I just didn't wake up. Like, it was that heavy that I knew I didn't want to wake up and do it again and again and again because it wasn't going to change. Like, Zach wasn't going to get his sight back, and Dakota wasn't going to get better overnight. It was a heavy thing to wake up to and not know what to do.
Oh yeah, show me your skills. Show me your skills.
His first smiles were like magic. Like, I have never looked at a smile the same. Once I started to see that, it just did something for my mama heart that I was like, I can't fix you, but I can bring you joy. And so that kind of fueled both Zach and I to be like, how can we help him live?
You're floating, Dakota. You're floating on the water.
Minky Couture reached out to me several years ago. They had come to know our story and our family through social media, and they had offered to send every single person in our family a Minky blanket. And we were so excited to have Minky blankets. We'd never had one before. Dakota spends a lot of time on the floor, and he likes to kind of roll around on the floor. So we always would just lay him on the floor with just like whatever blanket we could find. And I'll never forget like that first day when we laid him on a Minky. Like, me and his nurse both noticed like him light up. Like, he could just feel something different in it. And I know it's just a blanket, but when he spends so much time on the ground, it was so cool to see like, oh, you love this blanket. When you have a child with a disability, there are a lot of things that are inconvenient. So when you find something that helps your family, you are all in. And Minky has been that for us. For Dakota, it's so hard to put a jacket on him in and out because you can't get it all the way around him. Whenever we're going out on a cold day or going to watch sports, we wrap that blanket around his little body and we know that he's warm because it goes all the way around him and it's so soft and so comfortable. Minkies are not just a blanket that we put on our couch and we display. They are something that our whole family has grown to love. If I could say one thing to Minky Couture, I would say thank you for providing our family a soft place to land from the storms of life. I didn't know it when I started sharing our story, how it would affect other people. I shared it more for myself. The more and more I wrote and the more I shared, the more I just saw the value in being honest and helping people to know that they're not alone in their struggles and that we all are struggling. Like, my story is so unique to me, but the feelings that I felt were not. I guess the one thing that kept me going in the heaviness was hope. Even though it felt so heavy, I believed in a God of miracles, and I believed that even though I didn't understand why our life had to be so hard, I had a God that loved me and that cared about me and that he would help me figure it out. And so as heavy as it was, what got me out of bed every day is that hope that he would show up for me today in some way. And I couldn't always see him showing up for me or feel it in the moment because all I could see was the hard and the heavy. But as I look back now, I am so amazed at what I have done, and I know that I didn't do it alone. Our life was never going to look like we wanted it to, but we figured out that as we made choices, we could create a life that we still loved. And I love being able to show people that, to give them hope that whatever they're going through or however hard it is, there's another way and that they can do it. But I don't feel heavy anymore, and I just feel joy. And to me, that's the miracle that he showed up for me by changing me on the inside. This slow process of refining me and helping me to see things in a new way is the miracle. Dakota is so fun. He's so patient. He's so kind. And he is such a light and a strength to us that I don't know if someone said we could fix him today if I would do it. Because I love who he has become, exactly as he is. We will always be a Minky family. As my family grows and changes, I can't see us ever living without Minkies. They are a part of our life. As a family, we are going to continue to create the life we want despite our circumstances.